Hey guys, it's Tom, your Amazon guy, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to do keyword research like the biggest brands do on the Amazon platform. This is a super important process that you need to understand deeply in order to be successful on the platform. Anything from optimizing your account, launching a new product, requires in-depth analysis of keyword research. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly the step-by-step process, show you where you might go wrong, and make sure you have the right filters in all of your searches to ensure that you have the right keywords in your analysis. Now, these keywords can be used for back-end research, back-end keyword optimization, SEO, bullet points, but more specifically, really useful in your advertising campaigns. So let's dive right into it. The first thing you want to do is really identify your root keyword, right? And I'm going to show you an exact example of a brand that we actually have as our own, that we use as sort of a test dummy account, but really is super useful for videos like this. So our root keyword is Castile soap. Castile soap is a natural soap made of olive oil. There are big brands in this space. Think Dr. Bronner's, they're sold in Whole Foods, but this is our root keyword. So a root keyword could be, if you're an electric scooter, it'd be electric scooter. If you're a body wash, it'd be body wash. So you'll be able to identify the root keyword pretty easily. So that's super important. So we'll come back to that in a bit. First, I'm going to show you our brand real quick. Again, this is a Lavender Castile body wash. This is our product, and this is how it's sort of labeled within Amazon. The second thing you want to do is go back to your root keyword search on Amazon. And you first want to identify a product that is going to be really relevant to your search. So in this scenario, we see a bunch of brands here. Let's go to the bestseller. That'll give us the best representation of a competitor that does this really well. So you could find that, just go into baby body wash. You'll notice that this is actually not that relevant to what we're looking for, right? So it's a body wash. It's probably going to have different keywords than what we want. So we're going to go back actually. So you want to be careful in who you select. So let's go back. Okay, so we know Dr. Bronner's is our main competitor. We're going to do a deep dive into their ASIN. So the first thing you want to do is grab this ASIN number. It's going to be right here in the URL. You can find it there. You can also find it down here if you scroll down, right next to the bestseller rank. So now that you have the ASIN, the next thing you want to do is go to Helium 10. Helium 10 is a research tool that is used by, I would say, 95+% of brands and sellers on the platform. And this tool is absolutely critical to managing and optimizing your Amazon business. You have to have this tool. This tool gives you insights into which keywords certain products are ranking for, which search terms essentially. And other things, tracks organic ranking. Really recommend this tool. So what you want to do after you get this tool is go into Cerebro. This is the reverse product lookup. So what this is going to tell us is we can punch in any ASIN. Remember, this is the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, most similar to our product. And it'll tell us which keywords this product actually indexes for, or essentially ranks for. So it's going to take some time to fetch the data right here. And then what's really important once you get to this step is to ensure that your filters are accurately displayed. So what I mean by that is this is going to be one of the most important filters that you use in this exercise. This filter says, I want to only see the keywords for this product, competitor ASIN Dr. Bronner's, ranks for in spots 1 to 25 or 50 or 75. I like to do 50 because that gives you page 1, page 2. Those are going to be the most relevant keywords. If you scroll down here, now you have all of the keywords that this product ranks for in spots 1 through 50. Now, you could see, you could filter. these are going to be some big keywords here. So essentially, you want your product to rank for all of these keywords. Now, you're probably going to want to exclude keywords like Dr. Bronner's, just because those are going to be in a sort of a separate strategy that we can get into. But really, let's focus on what we call non-brand generic keywords like Castile soap liquid, Castile soap. So if you want to exclude those, you go to right here, type in Dr. Bronner, and you'll need to do a comma with all of the exact spellings. Let's do doctor, we'll do Bronner. Now apply filter. Now here's where it's going to give you all of these keywords. Now you'll still get some keywords here that contain our competitor. Let's get that out of there. Now here's sort of the master list of keywords that you are going to want to really focus on when it comes to your optimization, your campaign management. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to export this, bring it up here. Okay. Now, we're going to copy and paste this into a Google Sheet just because it's easier to work out of this. Okay, here are the list of keywords that Dr. Bronner ranks in the top 1 to 154. Spots 1 through 50. Now that you have these keywords, you want to devise a strategy specifically as it relates to your advertising in this scenario. The way to do this is you want to start tiering out these keywords based off of importance. So these 2 keywords are probably going to be the most important keywords in the category. So generally, best practice, and I would say a lot of brands do this, the sophisticated brands, they separate these keywords into what we call single keyword campaigns. So this means that one keyword is in one campaign. The reason why this is important is because this allows you to have better control. Because it's such a high volume keyword, you want to be able to control the bids, you want to be able to control how often you show up, and you want to control how much sales velocity you get. By changing and adjusting the bids for this keyword specifically can drive meaningful impacts in your business, more so than probably 10 of these combined if you just look at the search volume on a monthly basis. So super important that you separate these out accordingly. Now, so you have your single keyword campaigns, and then what you want to do is probably tier these out, and you can color code these. This is what we like to do. This is not as relevant of a keyword because this is actually a brand. So we're going to delete this. Now, you get a bunch of these other keywords. Now, you want to be very careful about what you sort of tier out, right? So the second tier, let's just call this the middle of the road. We're going to do anything 1,000 and above, right? And so we're going to highlight this in green. And then the rest is what we call long tail keywords. Now, what most sellers do is they have campaigns structured in a way where you have 5 keywords per campaign. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because when you have 100 keywords per campaign, Amazon decides to allocate the spend inefficiently. And what I mean by that is if you have a $100 budget per campaign and you have 100 keywords in that campaign, Amazon may not allocate enough dollars to keywords 90 through 100. So with 5 keywords per campaign, you're ensuring that you get an effective amount of spend per keyword, and it allows you to have a lot more control. So we're going to do this over here and just include these keywords right here. So you want to basically do this, keep doing this and have multiple campaigns, right? So this will be, campaign 1, campaign number 2, because these are single keyword campaigns, right? Then you have campaign 3, campaign 4. So this is the process to really hone in and identify the keywords you should really be looking at when it comes to advertising. In a separate video, we'll talk about detail page optimization, how you want to include these in your bullet points. But first and foremost, you want to first identify the keywords. The way you do that is you identify the top ASIN in the category or a big competitor of yours that's very similar in product features and things like that. You want to download Cerebro. Or Helium 10 and use the Cerebro tool. You want to input your ASIN here. You want to ensure you have the right filters. And then you want to download, export this CSV into a Google Sheet, and then start categorizing the keywords. So to recap, step number 1, identify competitor ASIN. Step number 2, use Helium 10 Cerebro tool. Step number 3, ensure filters are properly set in Helium 10. Step number 4, identify keyword groups. And then step number 5, implement those campaigns. 5 keywords max, single keyword campaigns for most important keywords. Anyways, that is how you do keyword research using Helium 10. I would advise you to get Helium 10 as a tool. 95+% of brands utilize this tool. Super important. And then from there, pretty easy, and you should be able to do keyword research like a pro. Thanks, y'all. We'll be back for more videos shortly.